This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, team, I'm going to start first module, that is COBOL. Let me explain what is COBOL. Okay, I'm not giving any introduction and all of them. When what are the topics we are going to discuss, all of them I'm not giving. Straight away, I'm starting introduction to COBOL. So COBOL stands Common
Business oriented language.
Oriented Language. Okay, go on. Somebody go on mute. So team, once you respond, immediately go on mute. That is a request from my side. Yeah. So COBOL stands Common Business Oriented Language or Mainframe Technology. Instead of COBOL, few clients will use PL1 also. People will call as a PL bar 1 or PL1. Okay. Instead of COBOL, some of the clients they will use PL1 also. But most of the clients, most of the companies, they will use COBOL as a programming language. They will use COBOL as a programming language. It is a high-level programming language. COBOL is a high-level programming language. COBOL is high-level programming language. What is the meaning of high-level programming language, team? The statements what we write, it is simple English language, which is human readable format language. I can say COBOL programs, COBOL webs statements looks like English statements. Okay, English statements, and it is easy to understand, and it is easy to develop the application also, to develop the application program. Why I am saying it is easy to understand and develop the application programs, because the webs what are there in the COBOL all are English, like display, add, move, string, unstring, inspect, read, stop, run. These are all English webs. Half of the meaning already you know. Display means something you are trying to display. Add, to do calculation. Move, trying to move the data. By seeing the word, we can understand easily. Okay, if I want to understand a Java program, first of all, I should know basics. But anyone can understand COBOL program easily. If you have any programming knowledge, let's say you have a programming knowledge on Java, easily you can understand COBOL. If you have a knowledge on Python, you can easily understand COBOL program. If you have a knowledge on C#, you can easily understand COBOL program, because all are very easy to write, easy to understand. It is mainly used, COBOL mainly used to develop business applications, not for softwares. If you take a C or Java, using Java, Android is developed. Using C, some software is developed. Okay, on Java based, there are so many platforms, so many languages, so many developed. Okay, see, I'm talking about software and business application. E-commerce website is an application, business application. Internet banking is a business application. But Android is a it is a software. Mobile application, app, okay, that is a software. That is a app is a what? It indirectly it is a software, right? So we cannot use COBOL to develop the software, but we can use COBOL to develop the business applications. Now the question is, Now the question is, what is the meaning of business application? Either bank applications, either bank applications or insurance applications, either bank applications or insurance applications, retail, all related to end users data. All the things are related to end users data. Airlines, airlines. So these are all we call as a business applications. We call as a business applications. Any queries so far? COBOL is one of the old programming languages. I can say 50 years back, COBOL program was developed. Still, it is ruling. It is ruling in the sense most of the banks are using COBOL only. If the application is on mainframe, then they will be using indirectly. We can say that they are using COBOL. They are using COBOL. So yeah, so this is all about introduction to COBOL team. What is COBOL? Okay, all of them I explained. Any queries? Now, these theoretical points, what I explained, anywhere you can get it. Now, let me explain. There is a concept called COBOL program structure. Whenever we are writing a COBOL program, there is a structure. Okay. And it is another point. COBOL is a structured programming language. COBOL is structured programming language. What does mean? Already there are some rules. There is a structure. Okay. In that structure only, you have to develop the program. If you try to change this, if you try to change the structure, it will throw error. It will throw error. Okay, it will throw error. So such a way that will be there. So there are some rules, area A, area B. Okay, area A, area B. You have to follow those rules. If you don't follow them, you will get an error. Okay, you will get an error. Next, so how to write a COBOL program? Okay, so before we write a program, there is a structure which we have to follow. What is the structure? It looks like English structure, as I said. Example, I can say program. Okay, program contains. I'll come from the bottom. This is so team fundamentals are very important for the people who are new to COBOL. Okay, so it looks like easy, but very important. First, if you take any English textbook, team, if you take any English textbook, let me first draw it. So characters, words, statement, sentence, collection of paragraph, section, and division, program. Okay. So characters. Collection of characters we call as a word or words, right? Collection of words we can call as a statement. Collection of statements we can call as a sentence. Collection of sentences we call as a paragraph. Collection of paragraphs we call as a section. Collection of sections we can call as a division. Collection of divisions we call as a program. So this is the COBOL program structure. This is COBOL program structure. In high level, why we need this particular structure? First, you have to start with the division program. Whenever you are writing the COBOL program, you should start with the division. That is the rule. That is a structure. Within the division, when you are writing a book, okay, your biography, or if you see any biography books, any textbook, first division section in header will be there, correct? Then within that, multiple sections will be there. Similarly, this program also. First, you have to define the division. Within the division, we have to define the section. If sections are present, there might be a question. Hey Venkat, in my division, there are no sections. Is it mandatory? It may not be. Okay. Few divisions may be having sections. Few divisions may not be having sections. Depends on the division what you are writing. So division. Collection of sections we call as a divisions. Then within a section, we have to define either single paragraph or multiple paragraphs as per the business requirement. You have to write it. Okay. Next, within the paragraph, we will be writing multiple sentences or one sentence. Within this sentence, we will be writing statement. Within the statement, we are writing words. So ultimately, your program is these are all. Sorry. Okay, these are all programs. Any queries as of now? Okay, right. We understood first program is collection of divisions. Division is nothing but collection of sections or one section. Section is nothing but collection of paragraphs or paragraph. Paragraph is nothing but sentence or sentences. Sentence is nothing but collection of statement. Statements is nothing but collection of COBOL verbs. Verbs. Okay, this is the COBOL program structure. Any queries? Now, okay, Venkat, you explained introduction to COBOL, what is COBOL program structure. So how to write a program? That is the question. Okay, the next question is how to write a simple COBOL program. As I said, if you want to write the program, it should start with the division. It should start with the division. It should start with the division. So always program, any COBOL program you take, simple program or complex program, okay, or real-time program, whatever the program you take, always program should start with division. Division. It should start with the division. Any queries? Somebody on mute. Any queries? Okay. So in COBOL program, there are 4 divisions are there. Okay. So what we do when we are writing a book, we will logically break based on the context. Correct? Similarly, program also will be divided into different divisions. So there are 4 divisions in COBOL program. There are 4 divisions in COBOL program. One is identification division. The next one is environment division. The third one is data division. The fourth one is procedure division. Okay. So by the way, what order I am writing, your program also should be there same order. Hey Venkat, I like environment division. I like environment keyword. I will write first. Later I will write identification division. If you do and if you think like that, it is not correct. It is wrong. It is wrong. So first, always program start with the identification division. After that, start the environment division, then data division and procedure division. Now we will see each division in
Sir,
detail.
sound is not there, sir.
Sorry. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Venkat, no problem.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thanks. Someone can respond in chat window, please, saying that we can hear you like that. So others, they can restart, they can re-log in. Next. Let me explain first division. Okay. First division in any COBOL program is identification division. So we are getting into the actual code COBOL content team. So in COBOL, nothing is there to discuss theoretically some story and all. Okay, whatever I'm explaining, all program rules only. So first, let me explain identification division. So this is the okay. Each COBOL program should start with identification division. Okay, whenever you are writing a program, first division should be identification division. It is used for documentation purpose. Documentation purpose. It is mandatory division in COBOL program. It is mandatory division in COBOL program. Division has multiple. This division has a sections. Sorry, as a paragraphs. Not sections are, yeah, not sections, I can say. So what I said, division is nothing but collection of sections, but it is not always. So that rule is applicable here. Okay, that rule is applicable here. The syntax code snippet is identification division space division dot. That is the syntax. Anyhow, you will come to know when I am writing on the server. Identification division. Within this, there are some paragraphs. One of the paragraph is program ID. Then we will be writing the program name. I will say program 1. Okay. So this is one paragraph. Basically, this is one paragraph. So what is the paragraph name? Program ID. It is a predefined paragraph. It is a predefined paragraph. Program 1 is the user defined one. PSM 1 is user defined. Don't worry, I'll explain again when I'm writing the program. This is the one paragraph, and it is a mandatory, by the way. So this is mandatory divisions, and this is a mandatory. So when it comes to this is optional based on the requirement you will use. Even this is also optional. Means without using these two divisions, I can able to achieve my requirement. I can write a simple COBOL program. Okay, that is all about the divisions mandatory part. And coming to this one, we have something called author. Who is writing this program? So I'll say Venkat since 2010. Author, who is writing this program? The author name you're supposed to write. So author is the paragraph header, which is a predefined, and this is the content of the paragraph header. Paragraph doesn't mean that it should have multiple statements or sentences. It doesn't mean in COBOL. Okay, this is called paragraph header. In interview, Okay, I'm telling my experience. It's not now, it's almost 8 years back. In interview, they asked me that after our program ID is a statement or paragraph. Okay, so generally when we are focusing on the COBOL, we will focus on the writing the program. We generally don't focus on this paragraph or ID statement where we don't see that. All of a sudden they asked me identification division. Within the identification division, there is an author or program ID. Is it a paragraph or a statement? Generally, what it comes into our mind by seeing that line statement, because it's a one line, basically it is syntax, but that is not the ideal case here. Okay, so this is optional. Okay, this is optional. Date written, when you can write any format because it's a user defined. 13 August / 2021. You can write anything. Okay. See, you know English rule, right? After paragraph header, dot should be there. After writing your text, dot should be there. Same rules we are applying here. Okay. If you observe, okay, main English like statements. English like statements. It looks like English statements. This is again optional. And date compiled, when you go, so in real time today we will write the program, after 3-4 days we will compile it, because the day when we write, we may not compile, we may not complete, so obviously the date might be same, might be different. So 13, I will give 15 August 2021. It is optional. This is optional paragraph. Okay, last, security. Okay, so the security doesn't mean that you are protecting the program like that. It doesn't mean that. So you are telling the importance of the program. Okay, so this is going to tell and understand, okay, importance of this program. See, if you see 100 programs, do you think all 100 programs are very crucial, critical? No, right? Some of them critical, some of them are low priority, some of them medium critical. All are not critical. So you will be writing like this: high, medium, low, X, Y, Z. Why we need to write like this? Okay, after 10 years, somebody is going to modify this program. After 10 years, someone is trying to modify. By seeing this, oh, this is important. This is a very critical application program. By seeing this indicator, because in real time, now people are modifying 30 years back program. Okay. Repeating, 30-40 years back written program, people are still using and modifying. You can imagine how they have written the code. Nowadays, in this generation, what we have written today, tomorrow we don't understand also. I'm repeating the point. Today I written the program. Tomorrow if I ask what is the program, you will not able to explain such a way. Yeah, most of them I can say, right? But since why we cannot able to explain, maybe standards are not followed, structure is not followed, there are no comments, and number of reasons. It is not only technical reason. So you can imagine, okay, by this statement, you can imagine how they would have written the program, how they would have written program in 40-30 years back. Because 30 years back, the mindset, now the generation mindset, because the code will come depends on the mindset and generation. Because now we will try to implement something. They would have used, as that time, what are the methods, functions are they will be using it. Now in these 30 years, lot of new versions came into the picture. You got it, what I'm trying to say? So these are all paragraphs. Among all of them, program ID is mandatory. Yeah. Any queries? Daniel, are you clear? You are the only one person who is attending from Mexico. Others are from India.
Yes, Venkat, I'm clear.
Daniel, I'm asking Daniel. You're able to get the points right. You are getting right. You can unmute. You can speak if you don't have any issues. Okay. Right. Next. The next division in COBOL program, that is environment division. Okay, that is environment division. So environment division is optional division. Okay. Environment division is an optional division. Whenever you are dealing with the programs, files, we need environment division. It has two sections. Environment division has two sections. One is configuration section. The second one is input output section. So it has two sections. Configuration section dot. The another one is input output section. So don't worry, team. You might be thinking why Venkat everything is explained theoretically. Minimum basics I have to explain rules. After that, rest of all days I will be on the server. Okay. Now, so configuration section and input output section. So I'm repeating again. It is optional division. Mostly we use environment division to declare the files. To declare the file or multiple files. For that purpose only we use environment division. Note the point, there is no symbol or character to indicate identification division is completed. Okay. See, there is no indicator. I am completed. Identification division is completed. Once you start second division, it indicates that your first division is completed. I'm repeating, once you start the second division, that indicates that first division definition is completed. So next, it is optional division. To declare the files, we use environment division. It has two sections. It has two sections. One is configuration section. The next one is input output section. We will discuss in detail about these two sections later when I am going to write the program. Next one, the third division, data division. Again, it is optional division. This identification division, basically it is used to declare the variables. If you want to declare the variables or record structure of the file, or like there are so many components are there, we use that purpose. It has multiple sections which are predefined. One is file section, a working storage section, linkage section, report section, and so on. More than 4 are there. I have listed only 4. There are more than that. So this is all about data division in high level. Next one, procedure division. It is mandatory. It is mandatory division practically. Means We write a program, but we want to see the output. If I want to see the output, that relevant code should be there in procedure division. So I can say your business logic will be written in procedure division. So the entire business logic, validations, reading, writing, updating, deleting the file data, all the things we are going to implement in procedure division. Everything we are writing in the procedure division. So I can say it is a core logic. Whatever we write in procedure division, those statements are executable. Those statements are executable statements. Means I have written something in environment division. Will it execute? No. Just it will check the syntax. I have written something in data division. Will it execute? No. It will check the syntax by the system. But whatever you write in the procedure division, for that you will get the output. For that you will get output. In this division, generally we write webs, COBOL webs. All COBOL webs will be present in the procedure division only. All things will be there in the procedure division only. So this is all about divisions. Any queries now? As of now.
Venkat, in the data division, we got a couple of sections. So even those sections should be in the same order, or it could be different order.
Yes, same order. Okay. Same order. Okay. Then report section, if I ignore it, what I have written, all are right. Okay, I hope you got the points. So we have seen introduction to COBOL, COBOL program structures, and divisions in high level. Now I'm going to explain COBOL coding sheet. So before that, where we have to write the program, where we have to write the programs. So we can write the programs in any PDS. The PDS record format should be fixed block. LRECL should be 80. So, and yeah, so you can write even PS file also, but generally we don't write. So we write in any PDS. The record format should be fixed block. Record length is 80. If you satisfy these rules along with the PDS, that's all. Anyway, you can write the program. So let me go to the environment. I am connecting. I logged into the server. So I am creating a one PDS 3.2 a matrm.august21.cobol.programs. So directory block, I'm giving 10 into 6 minus 1. Total 59 members I can create. Yes, we will be writing more than 30 programs. PDS. I'm giving secondary block 3.2. Okay, I have created a one PDS equal 3.4. Closing current screen. On the current screen, open go to the 3.4. August 2021 star. Okay, too. So this is the PDS name. In this, you can write in existing PDS. Okay, there is no need of creating separately new file, but I want to place all the programs in this PDS. Now, open the create a member. The member name I am giving PCM1 or DPCM. Display PCM1. That is the meaning of it. Enter, enter, reset. Type calls. Now we should know coding sheet. You should know COBOL coding sheet. This is also very, very important. So what does main team? So as you know, the length of this PDS is 80 characters. The length of PDS is 80. I have written like that. So the 80 thing we will be dividing into different components. Like 1 to 6, page number and row number. Okay, it will be like page number and row number. It will be like that. 1 to 6. There is a seventh column. Is on seventh column we can write a star hyphen r/rd. So in interview they will ask you. Okay, this is one of the interview question. If you are less than 5 years experience, they might ask the question, how do you, what are the characters you will write on 7th position in COBOL program? So the answer is this is, okay, on 7th we use star basically to comment. Star indicates to comment. Hyphen we use for continuation, and slash split the page during printing. D indicates debugging. I have not used D at all, and I have used comment and continuation. In my experience, I did not use it. Okay, debug. So only these four you can write on 7. Apart from anything you write, that's all. It will throw error. Next one, 8 to 11, what we call area A. So 8 to 11, area A is nothing but 8 to 11 column positions, either 8th, 9th column, 10th column or 11th column. We call as area A. So what we can write in area A, divisions should start in area A, which means that I have to write identification division. Okay, so can I write from first column? It is invalid. We cannot write like this. It should start from either 8th or 9th, 10th or 11th. It can extend till 72, not a problem. Okay, but the starting between should be 8 to 11, including. That is the rule. This is a valid syntax. Divisions or sections or paragraph headers. Example, I can write on here. 9. It's okay, valid. Program ID dot, paragraph header obviously dot, then P program 1. So my member name, program name, both are different. Next, within that we will be writing, I'll write date author since Venkat since 2010, that is our YouTube channel link, and date written DPCM sorry August 2021. Date compile, give at least one blank. After that, obviously we will use space, right? When you are writing English paragraphs, English textbook. 13 August 2001. You can give any values, doesn't matter. You don't need to give today's date, it can be anything. So these are all paragraph headers. It should start in area A. Now, how do you comment on on seventh position? You start objective of this program. Okay, so okay, simple demo on COBOL display web. So that is commented line. So on star you put in real time, all your comments will be like this. Tables. Are we using any tables in this program? No. Okay. Files. Are we using any files? No. Okay. Is it main program? What is it, a main program or subprogram? It is a standalone program. Okay. It is a simple standalone program. You represent one way. So like this, you will use it. So by seeing these particular theoretical points, excluding comments, can we say what I explained, all things are fulfilled or not? It is used for documentation purpose. It looks like documentation, right? By these paragraphs, you will get some idea when this is written, all of them. Now, let's go back to this one. Paragraph headers, 01 level number, we will see later. 01 level number will be in area A. Area B, that is called 12 to 72 column. 12 to 72, what we call area B. So area B, 12 to 72. So we will be writing COBOL webs or statements. Okay, COBOL webs statements we will be writing in area B. In 73 to 80, 73 to 80, it is used just any text you can write, any text you can write between 73 to 80. Compiler will not consider for compilation, or it will not execute the code or text. Whatever you write, it will not execute. It is just labels, okay, to give a label documentation purpose. Whether you added a line, whether you modified to mention the indicators, we use 73 to 80. So this is all about one. Next, I am writing one more division procedure. Always write the program in uppercase. Okay, always we have to write either it is yeah.
Venkat, column 73 to 80, compiler will not consider or will consider?
Sorry, will not consider. It will not consider. Next, procedure division. So display is the COBOL web. Okay, if you want to display something on the console, if you want to display something on the console, we will be using display. So display space, welcome to mainframe developer training, single quotes. This is called literal. What you will call it is a literal. Alpha numeric literal. This is alpha numeric literal. Give dot display welcome to COBOL programming language. Either I can give single quotes, literal, I can give double quotes. Both are allowed in COBOL program. Give dot put stopper. It is a mandatory. We'll see that also later. So this is how you are going to write the program. Any queries? Okay, I'll stop for today alone. Okay.